So tomorrow I'm heading to Vegas, and I'm going a bit early because I have the opportunity to meet up with some manufacturers to see their products before the show even starts. This allows you to get ahead of the game because you can record videos, have it ready for the embargo date. And with that, I usually bring about 20 to 25 pounds of tech to record my videos. Now, by the end of this video, if you have any suggestions to help reduce my load, please let me know. I'm always open to ideas. There's a ton of stuff here, so I'm gonna go through everything really quickly. And if you have any questions about any of these items, just let me know in the comments down below. The first thing I carry is the laptop. This year I'm going with the MacBook Pro 16. First year I've ever carried a MacBook to CES. This looks to be a great product in 2019 and going into 2020, so I'm quite curious how this handles my workflow. With that, I'm also gonna bring an iPhone because trust me, Wi-Fi connections are a terrible experience. There's just so many people on the show floor, and it's a lot easier just to airdrop stuff to your computer than uploading it to, let's say, Google Drive and then re-downloading it on your MacBook. Lens of choice, I'm only bringing one because the 24-70 from Sony, the GM Master Series, pretty much covers every focal length I need. I got 24 on the wide end, and if I need to punch in, I can go all the way up to 70. Next item is a variable ND filter. I find myself, I don't use this too often in Vegas just because all the hotel rooms are dark and I don't need a variable ND filter to reduce the amount of light coming in. Hard drive of choice is the SanDisk Extreme Pro. This is a 1 terabyte drive. This is what I'm gonna be using to edit off. It's a very fast drive, 1000 megabytes a second read and write speeds. Monitor, Atmos Ninja V. Not only is this a monitor to see what I'm recording a lot easier, it also records all my footage. On the back, there is a SSD that slides into here. I have a couple of these. One of them I'm taking is by Sony, and it records everything in ProRes. If you're not familiar with ProRes, it's a very nice codec, very easy to work with, and not nearly as taxing on your system compared to, let's say, the traditional one that comes with a Sony camera or even Canon camera. This just allows me to edit and go through my workflow much quicker. With that, I have a battery. This goes on the back of it. I usually carry a couple of these with me, and along with a charger for when it gets low. I carry a couple of batteries for the Sony a7 III just in case I need to swap out on site. And speaking of the Sony a7 III, I've been using this for a couple of years now. For 2,000 bucks, it's probably one of the best bang for your buck cameras you can get. Audio. I usually use the Sennheiser AVX kit. This just plugs into the side of my Atmos, records the audio directly with the footage so I don't have to sync anything up afterwards. I use a lav kit. I'm using the Sanken lav mic. This is one of the best lav mics you can buy. This is like the lav mic they use for movie production. That's how good it is. I also have a backup in here from Sennheiser just in case the Sanken fails, but that's the one I usually use. Now this pouch is by a company called Side by Side. I don't know if they still sell it, but it just holds all my cables nice and neatly. I can put my SD cards here. There's the Sanken lav mic, all my chargers. This is the drive that allows me to hook up the SSD to my computer so I can transfer off the footage. Backup audio, dongle for MacBook Pro because you pretty much can't do anything without it. And basically a very flexible mesh material which allows it to expand. So if you have to really shove stuff in here, this thing can support it. Now the other microphone I carry is the MD42. This is an omnidirectional mic. This is great for when I'm on the show floor. Sometimes you wanna interview somebody, and when you're on the show floor, there's no time to like mic two people up. It's just a lot easier to grab this, start talking, put this in the other person's face so they can talk, and then you have great audio quality using this microphone. And again, this pairs up so quickly to the AVX kit. Like, I can't explain to you how easy this is to use. I also carry a mini light. This is by Aperture. It is the, what's the name of this one? The ALMX. It's an LED light. It gets fairly bright. I don't use this to light myself. It's not that bright, but it's good enough to light products. Sometimes things are very dark, especially a lot of these manufacturers have their meetings in hotel rooms. This comes in handy. Easy to charge. You can charge it off a power bank. Very portable, very small. Headphones, AirPods Pro. These are great for when I'm walking around. It has noise cancellation, also great to work out with. And for the plane, I carry the Jabra Elite 85Hs. Super comfortable, also has noise cancellation, and they're just a lot easier to use while you're traveling on the plane. Mouse of choice is the Razer Lancehead. This is what I carry. It's an ambidextrous mouse. I'm left-handed, so I can't use right-handed mice. And this is the one I've been using for the past, I don't know, couple of years whenever I travel. It's not my favorite mouse. I prefer the Viper Ultimate, but this is a close second. Okay, I'm still not done yet. There's one more or two more things that I carry as well. The first one is a gimbal. Inside of here, I have the DJI Ronin S. This thing is a beast. The way I work at CES is instead of recording B-roll first and then going back to the hotel room, then recording A-roll and then pairing it all together, I just do everything right in the suite. So my partner, which is my wife who's coming this time, will hold the gimbal. I'll do my review right on the show floor or right in the hotel room in front of the reps so that when I get back to the hotel room, I don't have to record A-roll later. Not only am I attaching this monitor, I'm attaching this arm to it so the monitor goes on top of it. By the time everything's connected, you need a big gimbal like this. This is pretty much the only time that I travel with a gimbal is for CES. And the last thing I want to show you is the bag. This is the Peak design bag. I've been using this for years. You saw it in my tech EDC, but everything you see on this table goes inside of here. By the time this thing is full, it is like popping at the seams. Like I said, 20 to 25 pounds of weight. But after 2 years, I don't have any rips, any tears. It's still in great condition. Overall, I'm very impressed with this product. So that pretty much wraps up everything I'm carrying to CES 2020. If you guys have any questions or any suggestions to make this workload a little bit lighter, please let me know. Anyways, make sure to follow me on Instagram for some behind the scenes of CES 2020. I'm gonna be having tons of laptop hands-on videos, so stay tuned for that. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.